Tyler, it's improving. Let's say it's not as bad as it was at the end of March. In fact, when you look at the latest numbers from J.D. Power, and they track how retail sales are going. That's you and I going out to a dealership buying a vehicle. It's not when you buy it from the automaker. It's when you buy it from the dealership. And look, the decline last week, down 27%. Look, that's nothing to write home about, but that's far better than where it was on March 29th when the decline was 59%. The sales rate, by the way, which is measured by when dealers buy vehicles from the automakers, the expectation for this year is that the sales rate will be around 15.5 million vehicles. Just as a point of reference, in the first quarter, the sales rate was 15.15 or just under 15.1 million vehicle units. So you're looking at close to what the expectation is for the entire year. Meanwhile, Ford today holding its annual meeting, doing it like all companies, doing it virtually. And during that meeting, they were asked about, look, are you ready to restart production on Monday? And the president of the company, Jim Farley, said, we're ready to start on Monday. The question of whether or not we get to full production, well, there's no way for us to know at this point. It depends on where the suppliers are, how they're doing. GM has said that it expects to have its full production up within 4 weeks. They're also starting on Monday. But the wild card in all of this, guys, is what happens with Mexico. I am hearing from people that Mexico may not give the full green light on starting production on Monday, and that's crucial because about 40% of the parts for North American production here in the U.S. come from Mexico.
And the COVID situation down there is worsening, as we are all aware. Phil, let's talk a little bit about the airlines. Delta retiring its 777 Boeing fleet and warning about overstaffing issues in the fall.
Right. Well, look, the 777s, that's the main plane for flying a lot of their international routes. That business is not coming back anytime soon, Tyler. So they're not just parking the 18 777s, they're outright retiring them. And that's a huge statement. This is all about bringing down the daily cash burn, which is about $50 million a day. And in terms of pilots, they've got 14,000 pilots right now. Today they sent a memo to the pilots saying, in the fall, we think that we will have 7,000 too many in terms of pilots. So they'll have excess pilots totaling 7,000. That means basically you're going to have to get rid of about half of your pilots. And by the way, next year, 2021 Q3, they are expecting to have between 2,500 and 3,500 excess pilots then.